Let's now look at it as a 2-point perspective. And I'm running out of paper, so I'm going to use the same paper here. What I want to do here is draw, let's erase some of this unnecessary stuff here. What I want to do is draw the situation in 2-point perspective. So I'm going to start here with a horizon line. This is just the general concept of how this works. And oriented toward this left vanishing point will be a mirror that's angled like this. Now, to show that it's 2-point, when I did this in 1 point, I made the thickness of the mirror horizontal. But in this case, it's 2-point perspective. So I'm going to draw this really thick mirror glass in 2-point perspective. See how it's converging toward a vanishing point here. So here then is a 2-point shiny thing. It's going to have a reflection. So here's the vanishing point over here. So I'm going to put right here a ball that will reflect in that mirror. Let's put it a little farther away. See how this works. Yeah, this should work pretty good. So now it's a 2-point perspective, so it's a little bit harder for me to find that halfway point that we divided before. But let's do this. Let's draw a line from the ball to the vanishing point, knowing that somewhere along that line we will repeat that ball in the reflection. So we need to double the distance from the ball to the mirror into the mirror. One of the best ways, I think, to do that is similar to what we did with the 1 point. Draw a line from the left vanishing point through the bottom of the wall coming forward like this. So this line is drawn this way, this line is drawn this way. And let's do as we did before. Let's pick an arbitrary point here. Arbitrary, I need some more lead here. Arbitrary point. And draw from that point to the vanishing point. What this gives me, again, is a rectangle formed partially with the base of the mirror. Now, I can't measure this and divide it in half like we did with the 1 point, but what I can do is make the diagonal lines from corner to corner that will give me the middle of that rectangle. And then from that midpoint, I can draw a line to the vanishing point, which will then give me the halfway point that I want here. Now, you know, the halfway point in perspective, one side is bigger visually than the other. But now if I draw from this arbitrary point here, through that halfway point, I can then find where the ball will reflect. Here, through the halfway point. See, I drew through this point here, from here, little sparkly dots there. And then it goes over here till it touches here, and that gives us the reflection of the ball. It is a foreshortened distance. It looks visually shorter, but it's actually correctly foreshortened in perspective.